Good morning. This is Mission Control Houston. Thank you for joining us for today's edition of ISS Update this Thursday, February 9. Today, Station Commander Dan Burbank is working to temporarily install the Total Organic Analyzer Unit in the lab to cycle the gas mass flow controllers. The Total Organic Carbon Analyzer, or the TOCA, is used to quality test the onboard water supply to ensure its safety for crew consumption. Andre Kuipers will be assisting him in the installation of the nitrogen hose for the water monitoring system. Kuipers is also busy with unpacking of items brought up on the Progress. Cosmonauts Anton Shkaplerov and Anatoly Ivanishin are working on the installation of the Progress hatch mechanism for tomorrow's hatch closers in advance of next Thursday's spacewalk. The Progress hatches need to be closed since the spacewalk will be taking place out of the Piers docking compartment airlock to which the Progress is docked. And flight engineers Oleg Kononenko and Don Pettit are now taking a break from their work activities for an hour of their 2-hour daily exercise. Exercise is an essential activity for all the crew members to help mitigate the negative effects of the microgravity during long-duration spaceflight. Earlier this morning, aboard the International Space Station, Commander Burbank and Andre Kuipers collected blood and urine samples as part of the sodium loading and microgravity study that looks at fluid and salt retention in the body during spaceflight. This has been an ongoing experiment that the pair has been working on. Meanwhile, Burbank spent a few hours removing the data multiplexer from the inner orbit communication system rack in Kibo for return aboard the SpaceX Dragon spacecraft. He had also spent some time performing a checkout of the U.S. spacesuit lights and camera that will be used with the Russian Orlan spacesuits for next week's scheduled spacewalk. Anton Shkaplerov and Oleg Kononenko continue their preparations for that spacewalk on February 16. The pair continued uh, spacesuit preparation with the checkout of the Orlan spacesuits, communications and biomedical sensors, and installation of the add-on U.S. hardware, the lights and camera that were checked out earlier. The spacewalk duo, along with their crewmate and flight engineer Don Pettit, also reviewed the crew airlock procedure in preparation for the 5.5-hour excursion outside the complex. Flight engineer Don Pettit spent much of the morning and will continue throughout his day working with the Structure and Liftoff and Combustion Experiment, or SLICE, in the Microgravity Science Glove Box performing flame tests. The results from these experiments could lead to improvements in technologies which aim to reduce pollution emissions and improve burning efficiency for a wide variety of industries. This is Mission Control Houston.